Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a topic session. Truly excited to have Miss Arva Thomas on with us, a great lady doing some awesome things. And so you're going to be in for a treat. Today with this session, we're going to talk about mindset. So first, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to do the topic session with me.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it, Chip.
Yes. Well, let's dive into it. What do you have on mindset?
So mindset is huge. And I know that mindset, especially for coaches and stuff, is a really big term. It's almost like coach speak or consultant speak about mindset. But for, those of us in our everyday regular lives, it's really about what are your thoughts contributing to your life? Okay. What are your thoughts prohibiting you from doing in your life? What are you thinking and how is that helping you? And that's what we mean by mindset. So it's huge. It's something that each of us is going to have to deal with at some point. Even those who are very high achievers, and I would consider myself one of those high achievers, still get stumped sometimes by the mindset like, oh, who do you think you are to be coaching people on this? Or do you really think you can do that? It happens more often than I care to admit. And so maybe it happens for your audience as well. But one of the things that I learned recently, actually very recently, from a friend of mine was, that term that says, oh, just fake it till you make it, right? Well, we're not faking anything. No, you faith it till you make it. That's what you do. You borrow someone else's belief in you. You borrow a new soundtrack. I also read a new book. The book probably isn't new, but it was new to me. It was called Soundtracks by John Acuff, and it is the surprising solution to overthinking, which I would also classify myself as an overthinker. I don't know if there's anybody else in the house that would do that as well, but really it's about what are you listening to? What are you telling yourself? If you were to say the same things that you say to yourself to a friend, would that person still be your friend? Sometimes no.
Yeah.
So as kind as we try to be and as encouraging and as uplifting as we try to be for others, we need to do that for ourselves as well. So change those soundtracks that are in your head, those broken records that are saying you can't do it or you're not qualified or, whatever it is. Change that to, everything is always working out for me. I am, and then fill in the blank, whatever it is that you are aspiring to, and then put some action behind it. But positive thoughts, edifying thoughts, uplifting thoughts, they are going to propel you to action. It's going to make it easier for you to take that action. And then you get out of that cycle of, you have these doubts, you have this stinking thinking, as we've heard that phrase before. And then that creates a loop, so you have the bad thoughts and then you don't do anything, and not doing anything, not taking any action is fueling the bad thoughts again to say, see, I was right. You can't do it. But if you change that soundtrack, that thought process, just that little thing, change that, put some action behind that. And then you can be looking for the evidence. Oh, well, I did such and such, and it wasn't so bad. Success breeds success.
Yes. Yes. And success leaves clues.
It does.
Yeah. I love it. So I love how you talked about the thinking. I loved how you discussed the loop of your thoughts.
Mhm.
That's so good, because if you can control those thoughts, then like you
Mhm.
said, then it's attached to your actions.
Right.
What you think is what you're gonna do. And
Exactly.
so it's important to start with having those positive thoughts. And I'll share this with you. I like to tell people that my blood type is B positive.
I love it.
And
I
so
love it.
and so for me, I think if you can think positive thoughts, then those thoughts will be followed by positive actions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so did you have any other points that you wanted to hit on before I go into the couple points that I had on mindset?
No, nothing that I can think of at the moment, but I may
Okay.
think of something when you add yours.
Let's go. So for me, I'm an acronym guy, and
Mhm.
I've shared this a lot because it's what I hang my hat on and what I believe in. And so, when we talked about doing the topic sessions, we had
Mhm.
interviewed. We had a really great time. Lots of great nuggets and gems were dropped. And so I was like, hey, we got to do this again.
Mhm.
So we decided to do topics. And then when we talked about mindset, I was so excited to dive into it, because I wholeheartedly, with everything I got, believe that mindset is where it starts and ends.
Mhm.
And so I'm an acronym guy. And so I'm going to share an acronym about mindsets. And the acronym is LPO. And
Mm.
so the L is limits. And what we have to first understand it is, if we limit ourselves, we limit ourselves.
Mm.
And it's important to make sure that we don't have any limits, don't hold ourselves back. Because really at the end of the day, like, we're the only people that can hold us back from achieving, doing, being, seeing, going, anything we want to do in our life. Only person that's holding us back is ourselves.
Right.
And when we truly understand that, well, there is no limit to what we can achieve, right?
Mhm.
And then the P is possibilities. And I believe that the possibilities are possible. We just have to believe that in our mind. And then, like you said, put the work in
Mhm.
to make those possibilities happen.
Right.
Believe it and then go achieve it. And so, but then when you break it down to the minute actions, if you believe that the possibilities are possible, and you just take one step towards those possibilities, before you know it, you'll be skipping and running and then sprinting to
Right.
that success or whatever it is you're striving to achieve in your life. But it all started with you having a mindset of, I'm just going to do one thing right now
Mhm.
to work towards that. And then, like I said, before you know it, you will have far surpassed anything you ever thought you could achieve. And I'm the evidence and the research of that, by the way. Uh,
Right. Right.
I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
Like I believe that. And then the last thing is opportunities. And opportunities bring opportunities.
Mhm.
And we have to understand that, when we allow ourselves to be in the moment,
Mhm.
with every moment that we have, and take advantage of those opportunities, well, we get bigger opportunities down the road, because people want people that are optimistic, people that are positive thinkers, people that have the proper mindset, people that are grateful. People
Right.
hire those kind of people for those jobs. People give those kind of people opportunities to do big things, because you show in the minute moment
Mhm.
that you're grateful, and you're in the moment, and you're learning the blessings from the lessons from that, and you'll get those opportunities down the road.
I love that LPO.
Yes.
When you were talking about limits, I thought of something else that a friend recently told me. He said, "You know what, Arva? We are our own problems and we are the solution."
Hmm.
Because, our thinking. And so, if you personalize that to yourself, like you said, you're the only one that can stand in your way,
Yes.
really, with your thinking. So sometimes, I am my only problem. I'm my own problem, and I am also the solution as well.
Hmm.
And I thought, I never thought of it that way, but it's true, because if you don't expand what you think is possible, like the P and the LPO that you just mentioned, you won't even try. You will not even try. You won't even take one step towards that goal or that dream that you have. And it all starts in the mind. It all starts in the mind.
And I agree too. Just like you said, I think it's a cycle as well.
Mhm.
Once you let go of the limits, then you show yourself that the possibilities are possible, and then from
Mhm.
there, opportunities begin to come, right?
Right.
But then after you get to that level of what you're trying to achieve, well, then now you have to reassess and say,
Mhm.
well, if I'm able to do that, well, then there is no limit. So then you see that again, oh, well, it's possible that I can do that, right? And then
Right.
more opportunities come, and it's a cycle, so continued cycle.
Right. Right. And with those opportunities come more visibility.
Yeah.
And with more visibility comes more influence.
Mm,
And with that more influence comes promotion of some type, whether that is promotion in your job, promotion in your dream, moving forward. That P can also stand again for, like you said, possibilities.
so good.
Mhm.
So good stuff. Well, I think that people can take from this session about mindset so many great nuggets. And for me, I think that the application is in the application,
Mhm.
right? What we have to do is make sure that
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
sure
It's
that.
so
Mhm.
it's so true. Just applying this to what I do with executive presence. That is what people want. They want that visibility. They want that. They want to be able to have influence, and they want those possibilities, whether that's promotion potential or, whatever. But it starts in the mind. So whatever you have, um, achieved thus far, whatever has happened thus far, you draw a line in the sand and you say, okay, I'm beginning anew. If, what you started off with was maybe not as positive as you would have liked, or you say, okay, I'm going to build upon my success if the success is what you are building on. But it begins with your mindset. It begins with your mindset. How you view things, how you respond to things instead of reacting. And where does that start? That starts in the mind. Why? Because you're filtering it through your experiences and your own lens. Sometimes we need to clean the lenses.
Mhm.
Sometimes we
Come
need to
on.
change the lenses, get some new glasses
Yes.
so that we can have a different perspective, one that is going to serve you and one that is going to serve others as well. um, you know when you stay small in your thinking, when you put those limits on yourself, when you believe the bad press that you are telling yourself daily with that broken soundtrack, not only are you robbing yourself, but you are robbing the people that you could be helping if you would go after your dream.
I love that. So good. I want to share this with you from an Atlanta guy, Inky Johnson.
Hmm.
He talks about, your perspective drives your performance.
Yeah.
How you view what you do will always affect how you do what you do.
Hmm.
And, basically that's what you said. You have to have the that perspective. Before I got these things, I saw things a certain way,
Hmm.
right? Then once I got these old boys, I could look at the tree and be like, man, like trees really do have leaves. you know, like I can read the fine print, right?
Right.
And so that's how it is in our life with our mindset, just like you said,
Hmm.
once we put the positive perspective glasses on, if you will,
Right.
then it just opens up the door for so many more things to be great in our lives when we allow ourselves to do that.
And what you focus on is what grows.
Mm,
So if you focus on the positive and focus on taking that incremental action,
mm,
focus on, you know, what that brings, then you'll get more of that instead of more negativity.
love it. Before we get off, if you don't mind sharing with the audience where they can go follow, you and check you out with your executive presence stuff that you have going on, so they can check all the goodness that you have that you have going on.
Thank you. Folks can find me on my website, which is bluemonarchspeaks.com. You can also find me on Instagram at bluemonarchspeaks.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn under my name, which is Arva Thomas.
Well, there it is. Again, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to do the topic session. So many gems dropped, and this one was a mindset. And I truly believe if we can take, at least one thing that we talked about in this session and apply it, and I wholeheartedly believe that it will help us in our lives.
I agree.
All right. Well, thanks so much. And thank you guys so much for taking out this topic session. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.